70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey. Check pass.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Hey, check that. Three.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's got room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff running through the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play action with Taylor. Shoves him aside. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he'll get it inside the 35. The Eagles at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
And
he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in the...
Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
On second down, they'll run it here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On second down, they'll run it here. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, do you try? And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams,
81 yards.
and the Lions are once again back in front.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 31, Eagles 28. Jeff Clark to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing is Hurts.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that can overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got some space here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 62 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up. Get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 strikes.
Play action, now Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throw right right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 36, Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. There he goes left side, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Lions have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Extra point safely through, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Hurts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Here we go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a give up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check contact. Check contact.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Hey, fire,
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Another run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Taylor.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now Taylor. He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing now is Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, Parker, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7.